Today, we will be hearing about Naboth's vineyard, which can be found in 1 Kings 21, and we will hear about when Elijah was taken to heaven, which can be found in 2 Kings 2. From his elegant palace, King Ahab could see a fine plot of land which his neighbor Naboth had made into a vineyard. King Ahab thought that this would make a wonderful vegetable garden for the palace. He offered to buy the land, but Naboth did not want to sell. "This land was given to my ancestors by God. It would not be right to sell it, however much you wanted to pay me." Ahab was used to getting his own way. When his wife Jezebel learned what was making him cross, she simply decided to get rid of Naboth and paid a couple of scoundrels to make up false charges against him. Naboth was put on trial, found guilty, and stoned to death. And so Ahab got his precious vegetable garden. But God was not pleased with Ahab and his wife and sent Elijah to speak to the king. "How could you have had an innocent man killed just so that you could have something that did not belong to you? God is angry with you and will punish you, and the throne will be taken from you and your family." When Elijah had gone, Ahab felt very ashamed. He took off all his fine clothes and ate only plain food. He did everything he could to show that he was sorry. God said to Elijah, "It looks as if Ahab is really sorry for what he has done. Because of this, I will not bring disaster on his family now, but I will do it in the time of his sons." Next, we will hear about how Elijah is taken to heaven. Elijah and Elisha were walking together by the river Jordan. Elijah was old now, and he knew it was time to hand over his work to Elisha. He took off his cloak and struck the water, and with it he made a path that opened up before them. The two men walked across. Then Elijah turned to his companion, saying, "Soon I shall leave you. Is there anything you would ask of me before I go?" Elisha thought carefully. "I should like to inherit your spirit, your greatness and power, to help me to carry on your work." Suddenly, a chariot of fire drawn by horses of fire appeared before them. As Elisha looked on in amazement, Elijah was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind. When the sky was empty once again, Elisha noticed that Elijah's cloak had fallen to the ground. He picked it up and walked to the riverbank. He struck the river with the cloak, and the waters parted before him. When the other prophets saw what happened, they bowed to the ground. The spirit of Elijah had been passed on to Elisha. They said it in wonder. Next time, we will hear about how Naaman is washed clean of his leprosy, which can be found in 2 Kings 5. And we will hear about how the army was made blind, which can be found in 2 Kings 6. Until next time, be blessed.